So normally when the machine's sitting in my truck, this side is the back of the cab facing side, and the other side faces the rear of the truck. And when I've had this set up, when I mounted the welder in the truck, I have a little gap in between the back deck of the flatbed and in between the welder, and I have a 6-foot ladder that I lay in here. One of the problems I've been having, or issues that I don't like, it keeps catching on all this. And what I got here is, this is a battery tender plug. So I got that all hooked to the battery. And then this orange is for my block heater for the motor on this thing. What I'm gonna do is pull all this off, and I'm gonna reroute it to put it on the other side. And then that way all that stuff will come out right here, and it'll be in between my reel tower. So I got like a torch reel, and then my gas reel for my welding gas little tower, and I got, you know, about 2 inches worth of space there, so that's plenty to be able to still reach those plugs. And then it eliminates all that stuff hanging off the side, and I'll be able to slap my ladder in there without fighting it a bunch, because it's just kind of annoying. And then another issue I've been having, my GFI has been failing on me, or it keeps popping. Last time I did it, when it reset, I haven't pulled it out yet, but I did a continuity test on the circuit breaker, and there's nothing. So this circuit breaker's toast. I got one, this is a 20 amp thermal breaker, and I got one ordered, and then I have 2 new 15 amp thermal breakers for these guys right here. I don't know if they're bad, but since I'm in here, I'm just gonna change them out anyways, and just make sure that's all good to go. But yeah, pretty soon here, we'll have this baby back up and running, and we'll get it put back on the truck, and she'll be ready to go to work. Well, look at that. We got our circuit breakers. We got a couple of them here to replace some on this machine. We got 2 15s and a 20. 20 amp goes here, or excuse me, right here in that hole for the GFI. I got these 2 breakers over here for remote panel stuff. I don't think that they're bad, but I'm just gonna change them since I'm in here anyways. And who's to say how long they've been in there? They all look like the original ones, but this is what this little guy was. She don't worky no more, no sticky, no continuity, don't work. So we're gonna get those changed out, and yeah. And then oddly enough, you can see pretty nice day outside. Get a little view of the overland tundra. Blue skies, dry ground, and for whatever reason, my kid's school called in a 2-hour delay. Obviously, there's snow in the hills around the surrounding areas where we're at, but 2-hour delay for this? What is going on? Someone please explain. But anyways, kind of a later start to the day, so I'm going to do the easy stuff. Just kind of have a chill day, trying to get this dialed in, or get these circuit breakers changed out. I still need to finish painting the bottom of the welder, just to get that all cleaned up and looking nicer, because it was a little rusty. And then the next thing we're gonna do, I want to polish these panels up, just make them look good again. They had some overspray. When I bought this machine, it was a Ready Arc rental machine. So, I mean, it had some hours and wear and tear, and there's like speckly white overspray. It just looks fugly. So I want to get that all dialed in, cleaned up. And then after that, once we get this guy up and back together, we're gonna come out here and pressure wash the inside of the frame, get this all cleaned up and paint it, just get it looking good on the inside, and that way nothing keeps rusting, you know. and then we'll slap her all back in there, and this rig will be ready to go for the next job. Okay, so I've ran into a little bit of a speed bump, nothing crazy, but this is the original setup of the circuit breaker. This one was on there before. Had this little clear, well, it's kind of weathered, little clear nut cover for the reset button. I was hoping that I would just be able to thread this back on, but the new ones I got just came with the nut. There's no cover. I was hoping I'd just be able to reuse this guy on the new circuit breaker, but as you can tell here, male side, female side, for those that are confused. Oh, okay, so it goes together, but she's just a little loose. We don't like the loose. It's not gonna work. So, need to find another one of these that'll fit on the new circuit breaker. I'm just gonna install them now, and then I'll find some more of these little guys. But yeah, that's what I'm running into right now. I'm just gonna get them all changed out, and then another time I'll find new ones. All right, so got this one slid in the back, got everything plugged back in where it goes. I put a little bit of, you see some clear or transparent looking goo on there. That's some dielectric grease, just to kind of keep the terminals coated so they don't get all corroded and cruddy looking or whatever. And then we'll come around to the front side here and get that pushed out of the way. Came with a cool little cover, you know, dummy sticker. I like dummy stickers. It makes my job easier. Get this on here. Use my gorilla fingers, sausage fingers to get this thing on. I envy those of you that have petite fingers, because when you're, I mean, in some cases, I guess, when it comes to wrenching, petite fingers are ideal. When you get sausage fingers, this stuff is so damn complicated sometimes. Now let's get a little socket or wrench. Put that little snugger bugger down there. Well, that's too big. Probably. It's too big. Maybe 5/8 will do the trick. Still too big. Gee, mini Christmas. Making a fool of myself over here. I don't even know what wrench I need. Oh, 9/16 looks like it'll work. We don't need it super tight, just snug as a bug in a rug, you know? There we go. Okay. So I got that snug. Let's save this. And another paper towel. But yeah, so that's it. Got that one done. It's all plugged in. As I mentioned before, I got two more right here that I need to do. We're gonna pop these goobers off and get those circuit breakers out, put the new fresh ones in, and we will be done. Okay. Well, of course, for whatever reason, the hole was bigger for this one over here, and that new circuit breaker slid right in. But these ones are the threaded threaded end on the new circuit breakers. The diameter of it's a little bit larger, so I'm gonna have to open these holes up just a little bit just to get them to slide in, which sucks because these ones have a little flat spot on here. But I mean, I can always drill it and then drill it out a little bit and then use like a carbide burr and flatten out a little spot. But nice. All right. Get my deburring scraper tool thingy-majigger. These things, Keekbot, pretty cool. They have a, mine's all boogered up. How the hell did I do that? Anyways. And yeah, look at that money. We are in business. For fun, dummy stickers, you know, because dummy stickers keep the dummies away. I guess. Go. All right, look at that. My hope is I can just find, I got enough threads. There's like 2 or 3 threads on there still. I might be able to find some nipples where I can just screw those on, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sometimes things just don't happen, so. Do. Yeah, nice and fugly. Overlap the other one. So those are all in now. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Right there. Those guys. Okay. We're gonna fire this thing up and just double check, make sure that GFI will reset now. And bear with me, I still got a bunch of bolts and tools and all kinds of stuff sitting on top of this thing, so it may rattle off, but bear with me while it gets a little loud here. I'm gonna see if we can get this thing started. that's that. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna cut this. Just trying to cover up some of the factory safety sticker, whatever stuff. So I can paint all this, and I want to paint in here too. But the only problem is I got always saying I don't want to take it all apart. So what I got is a foam brush and a little can of some Rust-Oleum paint, and we're gonna get that on here with this little brush. Just kind of get things looking a little bit better, a little snazzed up.